I'm Chris Box. I'm the director of the Ashland County Historical Society, and today we have a presentation at various tombstones throughout the Ashland Cemetery. We're portraying talking about our early pioneers of Ashland. Some of them are recent past industrialists, an owner of what's Ashland Rubber Mat. And we also have a Titanic survivor that we've talked about or will be talking about today. And we have some Civil War soldiers, a female judge, the first female judge of Ashland, and a flower shop owner who migrated here from Germany. And we do also are talking about a Dr. Clem. It's important for us to share this history with our community. By doing that, I believe it brings our community together with an understanding of how we came to be and who we are and what brought us here to today. And I think that if we can continue to tell the stories to our generations and the future generations, that they can understand where they came from and who came before them that helped form where we are today.
I'm a thinker. I like to think ideas out in my head. So one day I had an idea that my customers could literally walk all over. And hence the Ashland Rubber Mat Company was born.
The one thing my mother did on the portable C was she put her hands over my eyes so I would not see the Titanic as it went up into the air and came down for the last time. But she didn't know I kind of sneaked a peek around her shoulder as I saw the ship go down. 2,222 passengers on the ship. Only 705 of us were saved.
And the soldiers did like their coffee. Now there was a supply and demand issue between the Confederates and the Union because the Confederacy couldn't import coffee, but all the tobacco was grown in the South. So when the soldiers were on picket line, there was an impromptu trade a lot of times of tobacco for coffee between the soldiers.
All the news in the papers has been war news. It's all anyone ever talks about anymore. Every sewing circle in Ashland, every church, is busy making shirts and handkerchiefs and blankets and socks for soldiers to supply the Soldier Relief Society. Every day when I have some extra time, I do a little extra sewing to help out.
Thank you for coming today. I'm Judge Mildred Myers. The courtroom is a little warm, so pardon my lack of judicial attire. I've hung my robe over there. I was born here in Ashland on April 27th of 1905, and I have the distinction of being the first woman attorney in Ashland as well as the first elected official.
I always said there was not much money in flowers. I always told everybody that. Dave Kowalka says, I think he won a no competition. Because Mr. Home traveled a lot. He took 20 cruises, he and his wife, to go to England and France and Germany and back to home Denmark to get arrangements and know how to do new things. But there was no money in flowers.
On April 3rd, 1967, I was scheduled for an operation at the hospital after lunch, and I hadn't felt real good that day, but I went and started the operation, and in the midst of the operation, I collapsed at the table of a heart attack. Fortunately, my assistants were able to successfully complete the operation on the patient, and that was successful. But I was put in the emergency room and passed away at 2 o'clock that afternoon in 1967.